all the support that we're getting from across this state, from these ungodly, unconstitutional acts that we have, from these supposed elected officials that are of the people, by the people. While they break my heart, you warm my heart, because this is really about you today. So he's talked enough, thank you, he's talked enough about the district attorney, but interestingly enough, I'm pretty sure we could say there's a conflict of interest since he's also the county attorney. So we have the county attorney that's under the King Duhan here, the county judge, so he's a minion. That's what he is. He's following orders. He's doing what he's told like a good little Nazi soldier. So we're going to talk about, I want to talk about the county judge in just a minute a little bit, because he covered Mathis pretty well. But I do want to differentiate us, myself, and you from these two men in here that have decided that our God-given constitutional rights are going to be stomped on by them. What I would like this Waller County citizen to come stand right here just for a minute, because this is where they're at.
Yay!
One of the quotes that these tyrants in here made is that they weren't going to pander to a few. And that's in a report that's out in a quote. Well, I'm here to tell him the difference between me and him is I will stand for one.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I will stand in the gap for one person when this tyrannical government in Waller County decides they're going to stomp on one person's right. So that's one of the differences. Thank you very much. Give her a hand.
Yay!
Thank God for you, Terry.
And here's another difference. So now we're going to move forward. The county judge here really needs a PR manager, because I'm pretty sure that the Clinton campaign is also his campaign manager.
Ooh.
And the reason I say that is because he can't keep his lies straight. They keep changing from day to day to day. And I'm going to readdress something that CJ said. So when the media firestorm came out, because the media, by the way, agrees that this is an egregious First Amendment violation.
Yes.
Okay?
Amen.
I'm not here to talk about gun rights today. I don't even want to talk about guns at all today unless you want to go to the gun range when we're done.
Heck yeah!
But even the liberal media agrees that this tyrant in here is stomping on our First Amendment rights. But when the media firestorm came out, the very first things that they said is, well, we didn't really mean it. It's boilerplate on the $100,000. And King Duhan in there keeps saying, Terry acts like he's personally being sued. That's in a quote. I had to go back and look at the lawsuit, because look, I'm a man of integrity. I don't want to say anything that is not true. So I went back and I said, honey, I might be getting old and I might be getting dementia. I need to look back at that lawsuit. And I looked at it, and right there on the first page, in the first sentence, it says, you are being sued. So he's out selling this bunch of garbage to people that Terry's not personally being sued. We just want to decide on the merits of the law.
No more lies.
So anybody can go do an open records request. We got copies of the lawsuits. I'll give them to every media outlet out here. I am personally being sued for what?
Sending a
Literally for petitioning my government and redressing my grievances. That is what I am being sued about. And here's what's really important and what the message I want to get out today. That is not about me. That is about you. That is about every Texan that lives in this state under Section 27 of our Constitution that says we have the right to petition our government. We have the right to redress our grievances without fear of a slap suit.
Amen.
Amen.
Now, my wife tells me that sometimes I need to not be so serious. I'm serious all the time because we're dealing with serious issues. And I'm going to tell you something I take very serious. Mr. Duhan in there, and I have the public comment that he made, specifically told me I'm your huckleberry. Now look, I'm all for loving your enemy, amen?
Amen.
All for it. And if he's hungry, I'll probably still feed him.
Yes, sir.
But that's a threat. Let's be real clear about that. I've watched Tombstone enough times
You know what that means.
to know exactly what that means.
Yes, sir.
Well, I have a message for King Doohan. Okay, cowboy up. Say when.
Hit
Because
on,
that's where I'm at.
put on his big boy britches.
Because now we're not only suing citizens, now we're threatening them. So I wanted to share this letter that King Doohan often references as they try and spin their way out of this deep, dark hole that they've dug themselves into. By the way, I didn't dig this hole, they did. I didn't knock on their door, they kicked mine in. They sent this letter to my lawyer after the media firestorm, and supposedly it's saying, that I'm just going to read it to you. Based on Mr. Holcomb's comments to the media, let's not talk about what the lawsuit says, which we just read to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Because it wasn't my comments that the media referenced, it was the lawsuit in this letter. Okay, that's what the media is reporting on.
Yes, sir.
Based on Mr. Holcomb's comments to the media, we understand that he's under the impression that the county is seeking monetary damages.
Uh-oh.
You think? I'm
Yes,
pretty
sir.
sure. First you tell me I'm not personally being sued, and I go look and I am. Then you tell me you're not seeking monetary damages because the public's starting to come down on your head, and I go back and look and you are. He says, in our declaratory lawsuit, we would like to clarify that paragraph 2.01 of the original petition, which states Waller County seeks declaratory judgment and damages of less than $100,000, is a required statement under Rule 47 of the Texas Civil Procedure. Okay, so now we have two reasons that have been given for monetary damages. I'm going to give you the third one. These guys really need a PR manager.
Sir.
This is what it says. Our prayer for relief, and this is in the last two sentences of this piece of the letter they sent me. Our prayer for relief includes court costs and reasonable attorney fees because. So he gives a reason.
Uh-oh.
He's not the brightest fellow in the world, is he?
Uh-oh.
Because a party never knows at the beginning of a lawsuit how long it will take or how far it will go through the system.
Boo, too bad. You started,
That,
you finished.
ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Texans, is a threat.
He started, we finish it.
He is absolutely telling me that if I fight this all the way to the Texas Supreme Court, which make no mistake,
It will.
if I have to go through a kangaroo court in Waller County, I will come and go through a kangaroo court. I've got no problem standing in the king's court up against the king's tyrants and calling them out during court. That's fine. We'll do that. Because they don't get the last say. They don't get the last say. Because the moment I go through a kangaroo court and they somehow rule in favor that I can't petition my government and redress my grievances, there will be an immediate appeal.
Yes, sir.
And we will take this as far and as high as we need to go.
Yes, sir.
Because I am going to stand in the gap. I am going to stand for what is good and right, no matter the consequences. And I'm going to do it with y'all standing behind me.
Praise God. Yes.
Just so we're clear, Mr. King Doohan in there is now publicly calling me a liar. So we're going to put it out here for all the media to see today. We're reading you exactly what the lawsuit says.
Yeah.
We're reading you exactly what the letter says that he sent to my lawyer.
Yeah.
So while they try and spin it to cover their lies and their deceit and their tyranny, we're going to put out the truth.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you, I've learned through a life of serving Christ that the truth will set you free.
Yeah. It always does.
And when the truth is on your side, the light will dispel the darkness.
Wow.
Now, we have people here that drove 3, 4, 5 hours,
Yeah.
and I just want to give you a special thank you. Give yourselves a hand, absolutely.
Yay.
And we have the local community that showed up here, Mr. Duhon.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things that they said is Mr. Holcomb interjected himself into Waller County business.
Did you drive through?
Yeah.
I haven't even begun. So I wear many hats, and I'm going to send another message to Mr. Duhon right now because he's an elected Republican. If I could change hats, I would right now.
I know. Oh.
Mr. Duhon is going to have a really hard time getting reelected in this county
Yeah.
as a Republican. Because I am going to challenge him
Yeah.
as not being a Republican. Because there isn't anything conservative about the way this man is behaving. He is acting like Obama.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm going to be coming and I'm going to be speaking in Waller County. When it comes time for his re-election, I'm going to be bringing a team out here and I'm going to be block walking, no matter how this suit goes.
We're behind you.
I'm going to be going to the Republican Party of Waller County, and I'm going to be looking for a censure of this tyrannical judge who is operating against Republican principles.
That's right. Doesn't believe in the Constitution, I guess.
Yeah.
Rhino.
With that being said, I want to turn this back around as I close today. It's hot. I know that y'all sacrificed to come out here your day, and I want to give you as much time back as we can. By the way, they're playing a little game in the building right now, so if you're wanting to file a complaint with Waller County today, they're hiding the county clerk.
What?
They are hiding the county clerk and not telling people how to find her.
What? This is gonna be fun.
So we're going to be on a little treasure hunt if you're going to be filing a complaint. Please make sure that you do not go into this building armed. Bad things will happen. I am glad to see law enforcement out here today. I was glad to see them because I believe they're here to protect us from them.
Yeah.
Since Mr. Duhon has decided he was going to threaten me, it's a good idea that law enforcement's out here, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I want to thank law enforcement. I want to thank law enforcement for being out here, for doing their job, and for putting their lives on the line. God bless them. Let's give them a hand. You see, we're revealing who the real boogeyman is. But as I close, I want to close with this thought. If we, the people, cannot petition our government without fear of being sued, then there is no more we, the people.
Amen.
Regardless, everybody listening today, regardless if you think we should carry in there or not, regardless if you're a gun rights supporter or you're anti-Constitution and anti-God-given rights, doesn't matter on this issue. If we don't have the right to petition our government, we have no state. We have no country. And this is the line that we have to draw in Waller County. And Waller County citizens, I'm going to speak to you because you need to rise up. You need to stand up against this type of behavior. There is a process in place for this, and you do not sue a citizen for petitioning his government and redressing his grievances. God bless you, and God bless Texas.
God bless you.